Alright boys, so a lot of people actually keep asking me how to build their character, like, oh, how do I build my king, how do I build my Jericho, how do I build my coin shop Ban, well, green Ban on global, I guess he isn't coin shop. He will be though, if you didn't know, he will be added in like a week and a half, I think. Anyway, so a lot of people do ask me like how to build certain characters. And I thought after making 2 gear guides, it'd be obvious, but this isn't a gear guide by the way. But I guess in this video I'll just go more into depth how you want to build your character and what will give you the most CP out of your gear and what your, well, I mean, kind of what your team combination is going to look like for PvE and PvP. So the main 2 builds, okay, the main 2 builds that you're going to be using are going to be 4 attack pieces and 2 defense pieces, okay? Let me go my Jericho. And if you want to know how like gear in depth work, go watch my gear guide. I'm not going to explain it again, but TLDR, right side gives you less stats. That's why unless you can get like full SSR and everything, you just go common here, everything else is a waste. And then on left side you go SSR, or most people actually say common. I say you can do rare if you want to. I do have rare gear on some things. But anyway, the second question I get a lot is the substats. The top row gives you attack, okay? As you can see, the ring gives me attack, the bracelet gives me attack, right? That's a defense piece, but it's giving me attack. Now that's just because the top row in general gives you attack. And for every row, okay, top, middle, and bottom, you want to roll, I need to re-roll these, damn. Anyway, you want to roll what the base stat is as well. So the 3 base stats, as you can see here, are attack, defense, HP. That's how it's split up, attack, defense, HP. And you want to have the substats be the same thing. So for my attack ring, I went attack rolls. For my defense earrings, I went defense. And on my HP or rune, whatever you want to call it, I went HP, because that will give me the most CP, and base stats, generally speaking, are the most important ones as well. Now, how do you calculate CP for the ones that are actually interested in it? It's your full attack, alright, so the whole 8,353 is going to get added, and then 0.8% of your defense, which is why to me defense is just so irrelevant. Like, as a stat it's not that good, and then CP wise it doesn't give you anything, okay? So 0.8, because it gets rounded up. I think it's actually just like 3/4 of your defense, but it gets rounded up to 0.8. Anyways, and then 1/5 of your health, right? So 20% of your health. Right, that's why health such a massive stat. Now, if you want the most CP, okay, you're just going to be running, if I could just be really lucky, it's just a support set, don't worry about that one. I'll just go there myself. You'll go 4 HP set and the 2 defense set. So since 4, you need 4 pieces, 4 set, HP 20%, and then 2 defense ones, okay? Now this one gives you the most CP, because HP is the biggest stat, and 20% of HP, right? Like, let's say I have 82,753 CP health right now, okay? If you times that, by 0.2%, so you get 20%, you get 16,550. Now, no way am I going to get 16,550 raw attack, which is why HP gives you the most CP, because it's the easiest stat to get up and it's the stat with the highest peak. So therefore HP gives you the most CP if you just want CP, right? If you just want to like go first in PvP, you don't even care about the damage you're doing, since like you can still have decent attack with HP defense gear. Like I have 7,000 attack, I think that's okay, right? On my JP, which I might switch to later, you'll see I have HP defense and I have 10k attack. So yeah, just keep that in mind, that like these still give me attack, even though it's HP, this is HP, it still gives me attack, and I still get the attack subsets and everything, so you can still build up decent attack. You're just missing out on 20% attack. So anyway, HP defense gives you the most CP, because it's the highest stat you can achieve, and even though it's only 20% of the HP that you're getting as CP, it's still really good. Now, when it comes to specific characters, okay, there's 2 characters that you maybe not want to have or three, I guess, kind of. I haven't tried it with a third one, but it's two characters you definitely can try a different build. Now, for Red Demon, most of you probably know Slater or have used Slater, and he can run a full crit damage set, okay? If you run a full crit damage set on him, it'll actually be pretty good. Like, he'll out damage an attack defense set. He'll out damage an attack crit damage set, okay? If you go full crit damage. So if I give him, I think I have like a crit damage just set up somewhere, because I was like, I'll get it up in the future at some point. Come on. I know I'm not lying. There we go. So this set would technically be the best Slayer can do, and that's just because his passive gives him 300% increased crit chance when the enemy has no ult gauge. Now, you always freeze the Red Demon, so he's never gonna have any ult gauge because he doesn't get to attack. So with his, I think 33-ish%, oh 37, oh because I have the costume, okay, yeah. 37% crit rate, if you times that times 3, you're well over 100, or times 4 I think. I think 300% is times 4, because 100% is 2 times, 200% is 3 times, yeah. Anyway, so, yeah. So his 37% crit chance, he's always going to be critting. And currently I have this much crit damage on him. And since I still get attack from crit damage, right, like from my bracelet and my ring, like I explained, I still get decent attack with him. Not now because they're not leveled up or anything, but I have crit damage of 234. So every crit I do amplifies my attack by 234%. Now, technically this is almost everyone's character's best offensive set, but not everyone can guarantee them crits or have like consistent crits to the point where you want to give up this much CP, because I told you the CP, the formula is that 0.8% defense, full attack, and 20% of HP. Now, the other stuff like regeneration rate, crit chance, crit damage, resistance, they all play into it as well, but they make like barely any difference. Like, if you added all this together, you probably get to 19,000, and then all this is giving him the rest. Okay, like the 103. Like it's barely anything. Okay. Now, the reason why you can't run it because the crit damage on everyone is because it doesn't work. Not everyone has 300% crit chance increase. Not everyone guarantees them crits. So the only people you really run this on is Slater, and only in Red Demon, okay, and Jericho, and that's pretty much only for nuking the guild boss. If you've attempted the guild boss yet, you know Jericho is currently the best option for that. Even on JP, she's kind of the best option. She's the easiest option to set up, let's say. And that's where you also run crit damage gear, and that's it. Like for normal stuff, you won't be running crit damage Jericho, because in PvP you want CP, okay? And then the crit damage you're getting, right? You're getting 60% crit damage from this. You're not that isn't gonna add up to your CP, and in PvP you wanna go first unless you run some specific teams that wanna go second. But if you wanna go first and you wanna increase your CP, you're not gonna be running crit damage, okay? Later on she does get UR gear, which is a whole different story, which makes it like somewhat okay to run it, but still you don't it still doesn't make it okay, to be honest. But yeah, so crit damage gear, right? Just like I just wanted to start with this. You don't run this on anyone except for Red Demon Slater, only Red Demon, and only for Guild Boss Jericho, okay? Other than that, not the best. And okay, the third option I kind of mentioned was Green King, but I'm not too sure. Like, I've never tried it, so I don't want to speak on it. I can imagine it's going to be pretty good since he does increase his crit chance by a lot. Like, his passive gives him 50% when his ult gauge is full, and he does have a base of 34 plus what's the 6-star give him? Alright, 6-star actually doesn't give him anything. Alright, so it's like 34, he'll have 84, plus he usually run Hellbrim, so he does guarantee himself crits. So I think it's okay to run it. I'll still just stick to attack defense because I'll be okay with this. But oh cool, we just got an SR planet, by the way. Claim it. It should be here. Okay, cool, I got scammed. Anyways, so yeah, crit damage only on those three, I guess. Alright, now the next one I briefly mentioned at the start, HP defense. If you want to have the highest CP you possibly can, right? Even on JP, the best CP, you run full HP defense, okay? Like I said, HP gives you the most. That's why you run 4 pieces of HP and 2 pieces of defense, because it's like the only other 2 piece that gives you CP. and you get your highest CP. Now, if you want to actually fucking be able to clear stuff fast, or not just clear stuff fast, but like actually do like a lot more damage, have a lot higher attack stat, because like with HP defense you can get to like 11k attack ish probably, like with like really good gear. But with attack defense you can get to like 14k attack, so that's like that's actually good chunk of attack that you're missing out on. So attack defense is worse CP wise, but overall is the more manly, the better option, okay? To me at least. Some characters you still want HP defense on. Alright, now I guess I'll just go into what characters you want it on. For PvP, technically you want HP defense on everything, on everyone, just so you can go first. Now, no, you don't. You kind of do, but the few characters like that you don't want to do it on, like, well, the characters you want to do it on are King. You want to have HP defense on him because his ult, if you increase his ult level, oh, that's not his ult, that's his passive. His ult level, if you increase it, plus you have at the end to give him the Fate Link, or I don't, combined attack, I guess. That sounds so weak. Anyway, I don't like the global translations, by the way. He has Shadow, right? Like, he ignores resistance. He does a lot of damage, and with HP defense gear, if he's like 4-6, like 4-6 on his ultimate level, okay? When I say 4-6, 3-6, 5-6, I usually refer to the ultimate, not their stars, because you usually have everyone at 6 stars. When you have like a 4-6-ish, he'll start one-shotting everyone, okay? And 6-6, he one-shots everyone, no matter the type, no matter the gear, nothing. So you want to run HP defense on him just because you need the CP, and also people will tend to target him and focus him down, so he does need a little bit more of HP. Also, I'm not sure, but as far as I'm concerned, his HP, his heal isn't, yeah, it's not based on attack, it's based on the you're missing HP. So yeah, it's a great, running HP defense on him is great. Like, his Petrify will still come through, will still stun people. His heal will be the same as if you run attack defense, and his ult will one-shot regardless. So having the higher CP on him plus the bigger health pool is going to be good. Now, different character which I don't have sadly, which is this green bond, which I will have when it comes to the coin drop. You kind of want to run attack defense on him, okay? That's my just personal opinion. It's pretty much up for personal preference, okay? If you just want CP, run HP defense. If you want a little more damage, if you feel like you don't need that extra little bit of survivability, but instead need a little more damage, run attack defense, okay? Okay, this is a big tip. A lot of people run Green Guild Thunder in the back, right, at the 4th slot in PvP. Give him HP defense. He's not going to see the daylight, so he doesn't need, and he doesn't do damage anyway. So just give him HP defense so he has the highest possible CP. Now, this bond, I've seen people run him with HP defense, just so when he snatches, like he's still getting the attack of everyone. So having even more attack doesn't benefit him too much, but I feel like since his job is to nuke everyone with his snatch plus attack card, or extort plus what's it called? It's called snatch. Okay, the skill. Okay, the card is still called snatch, so I'm just gonna call it snatch. So, his snatch card, when he snatches and attacks, he still will do a lot of damage with HP defense. But with that attack defense, you'll shred through people quicker and more easily. Therefore, I feel like attack defense is much better on him. But you can run whatever you want on him. If you need a little bit more CP, like if you're playing geared PvP and you're just not cutting it, like everyone's like, you're at like 143k CP, they're at 145k CC, sorry, I said CP a lot probably, but I meant CC. Anyways, other than that, you really want to run attack defense on like your farmers, on your big boy DPS units. And on your more utility focused ones, you want to run HP. On your tanks, you also want to run HP. Like if you run Red Guild Thunder on PvP, you do want to go HP defense just so he can survive longer. But like I said, at the end of the day, you still get really good stats from like the gear, just being the gear, right? Like the bracelet gives you attack no matter what set it is. This HP one, it's giving me attack. It's giving me 1000 attack. This one's giving me 122 attack plus the 14.3%. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter too much. If you just want the CP, go HP defense, otherwise go attack defense. The other stats, crit resistance, I think, yeah, crit resistance, recovery rate, crit damage I talked about, but crit defense and lifesteal you don't really run, okay? You don't run, that's just how it is. They're not worth it, they don't give you any CP, you're missing out on base stats, which, like I said, base stats are the most important stats, for the most part, kind of. Like, yeah, CP matters a lot, CC matters a lot, so having high CC benefits you. So just run attack defense, run HP defense, runs what increases your base stats. If I remember, I'll put the formula to calculate CP in the description if you just want to have it in the future. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it for the video. If you have any like weird specific questions about anything, let me know. I'll answer them. My Twitter is @SoraSSB. It's also in my description, so just go check there if you want to follow and ask me questions there. Because of comments, it's kind of hard to reply sometimes, because I reply to one and then I still get like 10 other comments. So on Twitter, I just quote it once, I tell you what to do, and everyone else sees it when they go on my profile, so it's all good. Enough of the plug. Also subscribe and like if you watched until the end of the video. I'm stuttering, so I'm gonna stop now. Good job.